Hi, it's April from craftandjams.com. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make this cute little box. It has a dual purpose. You could either use it for a petite treat box to store little treats in, or if you are a Jamberry consultant, you could use it as a gift box or a little kit that you give your attendees to your party. So I'm going to show you how to make that. Okay, you're going to need a 4x6 piece of Zoe B&T Duos paper. I'm going to be using this side. And you're going to go ahead and get out your scoreboard. So you're going to go ahead on the long side and score it at 1/2 inch. Oh, I almost did that wrong. Okay, 1/2 inch, 2 3/4. 3 1/4, and 5 1/2. Then you're going to flip it and score 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, go ahead and get that out of the way. So go ahead and fold on all of your score lines. Take a bone folder and give them a little crease here. That way it stays nice and crisp. It doesn't really matter what order you go in to get these burnished down, just as long as you do it. And if you don't have a bone folder, that's okay. You could even take like a popsicle stick and use that. There we go. Okay, so how are you going to see it better? Even though we're using the other side, let's go ahead and cut on this side. So go ahead and take your scissors, and there's like a little square here, rectangle, little square, rectangle, little square, and then the big spot. So on the long side, you're going to go and take and cut up all of these score lines. Sorry, I'm trying to like talk and do this at the same time. Okay, turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. And luckily this is a pretty fast project, so you could whip a ton of these out really quickly. Okay, so now you're just going to go ahead and flip it on the side that you're going to want to show on the front, so like that. And then you're just going to take adhesive and place it on all 6 rather, of the tabs. Now, I would probably take more care into getting it all over the tabs. You could use any sort of adhesive just because this is paper to paper. If you were using cardstock to make this box, I would probably use something that's a little bit stronger. All I really have right now is my wet glue, so I have ATG, but I get kind of finicky with that. All right, go ahead and fold down the sides and hold it down for just a second to let it set. Sorry if I was out of frame there. I'm still getting used to my camera setup. Okay, and then just take this middle one, fold it down to the center there, hold it, this one into the center as well. Good. There. And here. Awesome. Okay, and that's your box. So you'll just go ahead and this is the lid. This is the lid. This is the bottom of the box. Just slide it in like this. Make sure it fits nice and snug. And there you go. So we'll go ahead and move that off to the side so we can get the stamping done. I know that this product specifically is no longer available, but this is a 1 1/4 punch from Close to My Heart. I always just remove the back so that I can use the, so I can see through them. So you're going to go ahead and take some white daisy paper and cut out, okay, and set that off to the side. This is a 1 1/2 inch punch. Go ahead and cut that out. And this color is slate. All right, and go ahead and get out your stamp set and your ink. Now I wanted to show you the stamp set that this came from is the Scrapbooking Zoe Workshop, and it's specifically this one that says looking good, if you can see that. All right, I always use this little paper for backing just so that it has some cushion because it doesn't have cushion on its own. I know this is a super huge block, but we just moved and I am still trying to unload all of my craft supplies, so this is the only block that I could really find. So go ahead and get out your slate ink. Okay, open that up. Ink it up. Now if this is your first time using your stamp, go ahead and condition it a little bit by rubbing it on your arm. Now I'm doing this on camera, so I apologize if my head gets in the screen. Good. Looking good. Okay, set that off to the side. And then we can move this out of the way. And then I'm just going to take some, some foam adhesive and cut a little square off here so that we can pop it up. And then try to center it on that one. I'm horrible at centering, you guys. Oh, I didn't do that bad of a job. Okay, then you're gonna flip this one over. Get this cut first. Okay, flip that over. There you go. And then wherever you want to put it on the box, you could put it there, you could put it there. Here's my other project. Or you could just center it. I'm just going to put it right about there. Now on this one, I did the coral shimmer trim. It's completely up to you. This is kind of plain and boring, but I like tone on tone. I think it's pretty. You could add this extra layer of shimmer trim. Why don't we go ahead and do that? So to cut it down to 3 3/4, or sorry, 3 3/16. Give it a good trim. All right, move that out of the way and bring these babies back in here. Okay, then all I did was place it down here at the bottom of the box and just followed it along there, and it fits perfectly. Okay, now you could stop here if you are just making this a petite little treat box and you can just add your little treats in there. Or if you're a Jamberry consultant, like I said, and you're making this for your guests, you can print off some application instructions. You cut it down to 3 2 1/8 and then just put the application instructions right here. Sorry, I forgot to print off another one of those. Then you get a Jamberry nail prep wipe. And this part is completely up to you what you decide to put in here. You can put in a sample card, or you can put in just one single sample, or if you wanted to make this a prize pack, you could put in a petty kit here. Then all I did was added a orange stick. Now to cut this down, I just measured this so that it was 2 3/4. Now I'm just going to take a pair of scissors, probably a pair of scissors that you don't really care about, and I just kind of scored along, just kind of scored along the edge here and then snapped it off. Now you're going to have that rough edge. You don't really want to give that to somebody, so all I did was took an old nail file and just filed it down really quick. It doesn't take too much. I mean, so now it's not sharp and it's not going to hurt somebody. Stick it in there with whatever you decide to throw in there. I'll just show you with this one. If you wanted to just put that in there right on top. And then there you have it. A Jamberry gift box kit for your guests. Thanks for joining me.